Wow, another month has flown by. What's up, guys? It's time to game break. Whoops. I don't know what happened there. Something went terribly wrong with that intro. What's up, guys? That was not supposed to happen. As I just mentioned, something got a little weird with my buttons. Apparently, I wasn't as prepared as I thought. What's up, though, everybody? Good to see you. Good to see you. I feel like I'm getting some sound coming from. It's always so weird not wearing my headphones and having them on because it's like everything is so echoey. And then when the green screen is down behind me too, it like encapsulates me in this little tiny echoey area. So what is up, Andrew, with another super chat? Thank you so much, dude. That helps out tremendously. I see a lot of you in the chat now. As per usual, I'm going to keep things relatively easy and flowing towards the topics of what we're doing, and then we'll hang out and talk and address everybody. I've pretty much addressed everybody. I see Adam's out there. What's up, Adam? I'm doing well, thank you. Lots of you have already been chatting with me for the last hour or so I'm just gonna jump right into it. First off, you guys, welcome back. It is May already. It's been a full month since we last talked, and you know, with the quarantine and COVID, not a lot has happened inside the realm of Happy Thumbs Gaming, and due to, you know, the COVID and everything, a lot of games have been pushed back, so there hasn't been a lot of progress in that department either. Now, we have pretty much wrapped up Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. There's a few more achievement videos that I'll be leaking out over the next couple of weeks, but that's pretty much and we're going to be moving on to some other things here shortly. Essentially, I just wanted to show you guys real quick. You guys have been showing nothing but love. You know, I know that everyone being home is definitely having an impact on our views and our things, and as much as I hate to even shine brightness in regards to this, like, COVID's actually been pretty forgiving to us. As you can see here, our numbers are not as up as they were. You can see some down numbers for the day and the time that I actually pinned that little comment or that little image there, but you can see the analytics are up 120,828. That was taken a day and a half, almost 2 days ago. We're actually even closer. Let's see if I can get you guys a live number read. I mean, we're basically almost to 121,000. You know, 2,800 plus subs. That's over 100 subs a day. That is insane. Let's see here. Let me refresh now that I'm on the right page. Yeah, 120,930 is where we are right now. 930. So we've jumped a few since then as well. It's crazy. Let's see here. RIP public live sub counts. What does that mean? What's happening? Did I miss something? I try not to pay attention to the chat too much while I'm going because you guys can distract the crap out of me. But ultimately, I better refresh. I was showing only a couple people in here. Oh, snap, Kenneth! Thanks for the sub. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you enjoy our content. All right, so it is definitely showing higher numbers now. It's actually showing up all of the likes and the super chats too that Andrew dropped. So YouTube's been really wonky lately, guys. I don't know what to say. Like I said, numbers have been up pretty good for us. Ultimately, I can't thank you guys enough for watching the videos. I know that Lego Ninjago movie got released for free, and that was actually very helpful for us too, because a lot of you guys jumped on that and got into the videos and actually got to 100%. I've gotten tons of success stories on that, so pretty awesome to see. Looks like Andrew just dropped another super chat. We'll be getting that in a hot second, so thank you for that. But you know, just climbing up, guys, and it's all thanks to you guys. You know, you guys keep saying, you know, keep making those videos, and I keep telling you, as long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making them. Now, we've been getting a lot of comments too of things like, oh man, I wish you guys really got better views and things like that. You know what? At the end of the day, there's always going to be somebody out there that's bigger, better, smarter, faster, stronger, whatever the case is that you're talking about. In our case, we're pacing pretty good, and although our new live stream videos don't get the views that some of you feel we should get, we're doing okay, and they're actually climbing up. Every time we stream, it gets a little bit better. We get a couple more people. I mean, this is really good for a game break. Most people don't hang out and come for the game. This is actually pretty decent numbers, and by the time we get done, it'll be good too. So I thank you guys a lot for your love, and although some of you are feeling like we deserve more or whatever, we're just happy with what we have, and know too that our back catalog is just booming right now. All of our old Lego catalog are all doing well. Lego Harry Potter and Lego Ninjago movie are the two that are taking the cake right now. Lego Batman 2, the hidden level, still has the most views of all time for our channel with like 1.3 or 1.4 million. But hey, you guys are helping all those other videos climb up to almost every day, so that's awesome. So it looks like Andrew dropped another one. That is awesome. Making it rain. I need a rain button. I don't have one. Real quick, I did want to talk about May 4th. You know, May 4th was hopefully going to be like our release date info. A bunch of stuff was expected on May 4th. And one of the main things was the Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga release date. Now we got kind of a taste of what should or could be the release date, but we also then saw that it was removed. And I'm going to play that for you here in a second. But essentially, just as a recap, May 4th, the Star Wars YouTube channel uploaded a video. In this video, it was probably 12, 13 minutes long. In that video, about 3 minutes or so, 2 minutes was dedicated to Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. This gal talks over what we should expect, what's coming, and she even drops the release date. Well, everybody caught this, including us. I was actually live streaming something else when Tyler P., our very own, found this info out and released it to me. And then I went and fact-checked and saw it was true and was like, oh my God. So I got done with my stream, made a video, but by the time I made the video, they had already pulled it from their YouTube channel. So they deleted the video with the release date. They edited that section out, and then they re-uploaded it. So they're not sure that October is going to be the date. So we kind of got teased again. Like, we got this date. It was like, hooray. Oh, man, we got to wait till October. But hooray, we get to October. And then it was like, wait a minute. That's not happening? Or is it happening? So that being said, I want to go ahead and play this for you. Audio, it's impossible for me to test audio on these kind of clips, so I think I've got it pretty good, but I'll be watching the chat, and of course I'm a couple seconds behind, so give me a second but it should be good. Let me know. I'm hoping it's not too loud. That's my worry. It's not gonna be too quiet. It's maybe too loud. So here was the unedited clip that the Star Wars YouTube channel took down regarding Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga.
Ready to relive the entire Skywalker saga in LEGO form? Soon you can play through all 9 Star Wars films, which will be featured in the upcoming LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga. Releasing on October 20th, play out your favorite moments brick by brick. For more information on the game and to read a Q&A with some of the creators, head to starwars.com/thisweek. But that wasn't the only gaming news.
So, you guys heard it here. You saw it again. We're still unsure when that's going to come out. So May 4th was kind of a bust. However, May 4th was actually something. So that kind of took the headlines, right? May 4th was actually a 1-year anniversary for something pretty big regarding Happy Thumbs Gaming. Does anybody know what that is? Does anybody know? May 4th, 2019. What was May 4th, 2019? Does anybody remember that? Let's see. Let me see if I can give you guys a little reminder. To go to what's going on now? These look like not cool accounts. Somebody out there making silly accounts. We're one away though. Those look like very similar accounts. All right, one away though. One away.
Yeah, chipped it in.
Away.
Yep. Nice.
Nobody wants to watch this.
Good job,
Hey,
Barry.
we're getting 100,000. Quit trying to take the focus off the 100,000 subscribers right now by chipping in a bird.
One away.
Oh, we got it! 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 100,000! What up?
Let's go!
Woo-hoo-hoo! Wow. That is insane.
Congratulations, everybody.
That is insane, you guys. I can't believe we hit 100K.
That was the push.
What happened? And Reese gets a triple bogey at the 100,000. Hi, Flanker, what's up? I think you might have been our 100,000 subscriber. Thank you so much. Woo to the woo! God, I love being part of history. Nice. What's up? Yeah, the chat's going crazy. What's this? Adam's here too. What's
Here
up,
comes
Adam?
1
You made it
million.
just in time. Yes. Awesome. I'm glad you were here for that. So, big time shout out to Reese, Nick, and Gary, who were all there with me when that moment happened. Gary tried to steal my thunder by getting that birdie right as the 100,000. No, I'm just kidding. It was actually really good. I can't thank you guys enough. So I just, I was doing this game break and I was like going through all this stuff and I was like, May 4th. And I kept thinking in the back of my head, like, May 4th, wasn't May 4th the day? And then I started looking and I saw like my silver play button unboxing was in June. So I was like, maybe it wasn't. So I started doing the math and I was like, wait a minute. Yes, it was. It was May 4th. That's when the stream was. So I wanted to kind of showcase that and talk about that because that was pretty awesome. That was a pretty big milestone for us. And since then, I mean, as we just talked, I've actually gotten. So this is crazy. Think about this. Let's do some math real quick. I mean, not really, but let's just do some basic kind of hypothesizing. In 7.5 years, that's how long it took us to get 100,000 subs. It took us 100. So if you'd start doing some math and dividing it, like, we actually average fairly low, like 12, 13, something like that, right? A year. Now, that's not how it worked either. The first 2 years, we barely got any subs. We were doing it kind of for fun. And, you know, we hadn't even started the Lego stuff really yet. And so anyways, this last year, 20,000 in 1 year. I mean, it was basically like 1 year, 20 days, right? 1 year, 20 days, 10 days, something like that. But 20K in 1 year. Oh, snap. Listen, I've been not paying attention to the chat, and all of a sudden, yes, you. How dare you question my math? Yes, you. How dare you? What's up, Nav? Good to see you. So yeah, mathematically speaking, it was a really good year for us, and especially these last couple of months with 2,800 subs a month on average. You know, actually, that's a 28-day scale. If you look at that number, it's actually 28 days. So 28.6, what does it say? 28.72. It's over there quite a ways. 28.7. That's more than, you know, 100 a day at 28 days. So you figure another 200. That definitely put us at 3,000 subs in 30 days. That's insane. Thank you so much, guys. Like, really, it's amazing. And you know, everything else is going, watch time's going up. I mean, I know that stat right there was showing that it was down a little bit, but that was just for that special period. And it's just getting better and better and better. Thank you so much. And Andrew with another super chat. Thank you so much, Andrew, making it rain. I feel like you're taunting other super chatters right now, trying to start a dono war. That's what I feel like. Uh-oh. What's Todd? Uh-oh. We got Mjolnir out there. Oh, yeah. Dang. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much, Andrew. You know, so basically last little bit on that is, you know, 20K, and here's what's crazy. So for the last 3 to 4 years, I don't know exactly how long it's been. Some of you are going to roll your eyes right now and you're going, oh God, here we go again. He's bringing that story up again. That's mainly Tyler if he's watching. You guys remember the Grand Theft Auto 5 video that I put up where I went to do some adult things and I was just playing the game, having fun with it, adult commentary with it, and we got in big trouble. We got a strike on our channel. We were basically warned to remove all future content plans for all this stuff, right? It was a big deal for us. And at that moment, we kind of shifted gears and kind of went from like anything goes to like filtering it down a little bit. You know, and so we became kind of an all ages channel, right? I hate to use the family friendly because that falls into that Copa stuff. And it's like, I make stuff that's available for all. Like, I don't feel like you need to cuss and be crass in order to get your point across. Like, I can still have fun. I can do references. I can say things that'll make you think bad words or crass comments, and I don't have to do it. And I feel like that's been good for me. But I will say that actually jumping outside of that box since the Copa stuff in the last 3 to 4 months, right? I've definitely been playing games outside of the mature, well, teen and mature. We've been in that realm. We haven't been in that realm for a long time. We've been inside that everybody, or, you know, basically that's the rating that we've been sticking to. I guess we've done a little bit of teen, but it's been very selective in what games it is. So jumping outside the box, it's actually seemingly helped us. And we kind of knew that all along. We kind of knew that if we dumbed it down, that's what we call it. If we started cussing a lot and being crass all the time, that we would probably pull in bigger audience, more numbers. But we're still trying to stay, you know, as cool and collected as possible. I'm not going to be off the handle. Even on the mature channel, you rarely hear me cuss on the mature channel. We do have some topics that are a little bit more adult over there. And if you haven't already, please check out our mature channel, HTG TV. We stream there 2 days a week. It's not something that is super active, but we have a meeting today, and that's actually going to be talked about. And there may be a third day added to the streaming. And there may be some potential projects that'll be uploaded there. The goal originally was a team project, and the team, like right as it came to fruition and like the graphics and everything in the channel was created, the team had real life stuff come up. And you guys know that we have a very strong real life first policy around here. So knowing that, we just kind of sat back and basically I just streamed 2 days a week over there and kind of kept it alive. Well, we have basically hit the watch time requirements for The monetization, we're right there. I mean, we're not, but we're right there. I mean, we got like 3865, so basically 3900, and you need 4000, right? So we're right there, and we're still way short on subs. We're not even to 700 subs yet, which is kind of mind blowing because I don't mass advertise this channel. I rarely talk about it, to be honest with you. I mean, other than on the streams, I'm not posting it on Instagram. I'm not posting it on Facebook or Twitter. Very rarely, like once a month, once every 2 or 3 months, I post something. So right now, if you guys are not subbed and you want to see some more HTG content, definitely check out our secondary channel. There is a link in the chat right now. I was hoping one of my mods was going to supply that for me, but looks like I beat him to it. But anyways, check it out and help us get that channel monetized too, because that would help us overall. And the goal is just so, and then these guys are going to hear this later too. Tyler heard it yesterday. Todd kind of knows, I think. But the goal, and Paz has always known, the goal for that second channel is to basically have a direct line of connectivity from the help, like the staff and the help. Giving them opportunity to participate in doing things and also get paid for it. As you guys know, most of the people have been in volunteer status. Now, I've always tried to do some sort of compensation, whether it's PSN codes, helping out financially for other reasons, cash deposits, whatever it is. I've always found a way to compensate, but it's always been like hey, this is volunteer, but at the same time, just know that I'll take care of you as best I can. And with that second channel being monetized, that's going to be kind of a direct line to anybody that's helping, that's already part of the staff. So I'm not suggesting the floodgates aren't open. I'm not saying, hey, anybody, come on, come all. But we do have a select group of people. We have 8 people on staff right now, or that's what I'm calling 8 helpers, staff members, however you want to really break it down. And they're all going to have opportunity to do some stuff. And I definitely, have future plans to continue to grow too. So, there may be possibilities for some of you out there that would be interested in doing some of the grueling guide writing work, or playing on streams. Pretty easy. There's some other stuff that we need some help with that is a little bit more grindy, so we'll get to that as time goes on. But ultimately, that's pretty much all I got for the kind of the intro, the welcome. May 4th, that's kind of what I had for that. Now, we had another pretty big milestone this month. It was one for me that so let me go back a little bit. PS3. I'm very just kind of getting into the rest of the gaming world because I have been in SOCOM land for 7 to 10 years. So I've only really played like Call of Duty and a couple of other shooters because I've been in SOCOM land with my clan. So this is right around the time like Resident Evil 4 had been out. Resident Evil 5 comes out. I get a taste of 4, really like it. 5 is co-op. I jump on with a couple of my friends. I actually had two different guys that I ran through the game with. And I ultimately beat the game, did all this stuff, but I couldn't get the platinum trophy. I was short 2 trophies. One was the trust trophy, where you have to build up trust with your AI or the other teammate you're playing with. And the other one was headshotting one of the bad guys as they jump. And I knew what to do. I tried it a gajillion times, and it just never happened. And meanwhile, everyone else is, boof, first shot. Oh, I got it, first shot. When we played it this time around, too, Gray gets it, first shot. So frustrating. However, I have good news. First of all, I did beat the game, but I also had an opportunity to paste my and Gray's face on a number of different Resident Evil poses. Some definitely are better than others, but I did just want to kind of give just a quick peek at this, just because some of these are good. Like some of them I look good, some of them not so good. Some Gray looks good, some not so good. So Paz McWhy, did you? No, I'm just kidding. What's up, dude? Thanks for the super chat. Much love. Appreciate that. Look at that. Some of these faces. So and big shout out and big thanks to Gray, not only for playing with me, but for also like, enduring all the Sheva, come on, Sheva, come on. And of course, being a good sport about providing different, I need to change that. I need to get that higher up here. Let me see if I can fix that. Where's that at? Come on. Oh, that needs to go up higher. Come on, that needs to be up here. All right, there we go. But yeah, I would send him a photo. Like I would have like a little picture, and I would just encapsulate, and I'd say, "Here, this is the angle." And so he would take, you know, whatever angle or face or whatever I asked him to do, he would do. So, you know, big shout out, special thanks to Gray. He's been a great team player. Although we did have a couple of indifferences along our journey, it was actually really fun. And he ran into some troubles. I won't go into full details, but there was a certain spot that the game was glitched. It was like lagging even offline, and it's a known error issue with the game. And he finally beat it. It took a lot of tries and a lot of patience, but high five to my guy Gray for getting it, man. Proud of you. You stuck it through. I even offered a couple of times. I even said, hey, Andrew with another one. Thank you for making it rain, man. You know, I even at one point was like, hey, dude, give me your login. I'll do it for you. I won't tell anyone. I promise. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. I will do it myself. You know, I was like, and sorry if I offended him by doing an impression of him, but he really was. He was like, no, you are not I am doing this. You are not, you know? And so, that was pretty awesome. And he got through it. He stuck with it and got the platinum. I got the platinum. So then, like, right, it took him a lot of tries. We both got it. We're good. And then I go, hey, what do you think about firing up the PS3 version and helping me get the platinum on that? And he was like, no, no, I'm never playing this game again. Deleting it. I'm done. Not doing it. And then I mentioned too, like the next day there was a sale on, like, there's 3 Resident Evil games that were on sale. There probably still are. And he was like, I'm good. I'm good. I thought it was funny. All right. I did have kind of a little, I guess I should have played this while I was talking and finishing that. I got kind of a little montage of our experience. This was the funnest part of the game for me because we had beat the entire story in under 5 hours. And when you do that, you unlock the unlimited ammo for the grenade launcher. And so you can just boof, 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 and you just run around shooting everything. You know, and it's definitely a whole game. He's like, look at this. You want some applesauce? Booyaka show! I mean, we were just blowing up everything, having a good old time. And Gray, if you looks like you are at that, you might want to close your eyes here in a second. There may be a certain part that may be a little post-traumatic. You might want to not, you know. Andrew, thank you so much for another one. Appreciate that. Boy, oh God, look away, Gray, look away! Don't look! Oh yeah, and fun fact too, so I'm like chilling, like hanging out with the family, watching, all of a sudden my Skype goes off one night. This was like after one of the last Resident Evil 5 streams. We played it 7 or 8 times over the couple of weeks, and I get this message on Skype, and it's Kirsten. I'm like, oh, I wonder what's up. So I hit her. What'd she say? She goes, I thought you might find this funny. So I was standing in line waiting to get my dinner, and people were being slow, and all I could think of in my head was, come on, Sheva, come on. I thought that was pretty funny because later that night, I got called down, hey, dinner's ready. So I go down to go get dinner. Every time it's the same thing. It's like everybody gets called in at the same time and everybody rushes for the play. And then there's like this wait of like, all right, I gotta hurry up and wait now that I'm here. So I don't know if they've caught on or not, but they're like, dinner's ready. I usually wait 10, 12 minutes before I even get up out of my chair and wander down there. But anyway, so yeah, we're getting pretty close. I do believe this is the final level right here. So Gray and I found that the game itself had some cutscenes in levels 5 and 6. Oh, Pally! Thank you for the dodo, bro! We found that 5 and 6 had cutscenes that were copyrighted, and they were shutting the stream down. Like, YouTube was straight up ending the streams. We were like, what the crap is happening? We didn't know. We thought something was erroring out until it consistently happened with the same thing. So now, there were videos online of people playing that, and somehow they got by the whatever, but the live streams were getting shut down. So I opted to play those 2 levels off stream, so that when Gray and I finished, and there it is right there, boys and girls, booyaka show! We decided to play 5 and 6 offline so that we could platinum it on stream with you guys, but not have any copyrights or shut it down situations. Andrew with another one. Telling you, Andrew's feeling feisty, guys. If you want somebody to make your donation disappear quickly, Andrew's the guy to make that happen. Oh, you donated? Watch this. Boom. Oh, you donated? Watch this. Boom. Thank you so much, Andrew. Appreciate all of you guys going the extra mile. As you guys know, we have options. We have Patreon. You know, we have Super Chats. We have memberships. There's lots of ways that you guys can go above and beyond. We don't talk. We don't push a lot of that. We just want you guys to hang out and have fun. We enjoy hanging with you guys. And when I say we, I mean all of us. I mean, you know, I've got kind of a little family, you know, that, and some of you actually get to be behind the scenes, and some of you are in the front grounds right here with me. So it's awesome. And I think we've actually broke our Gamebreak concurrent viewer record right now. At least it was. I'm refreshing to see if that's still accurate. Yeah, it's still right there. So that's pretty awesome. Like, you know, game breaks are not something that are known for being very popular with the views and such. But now that I've been doing them live and having them consistently on certain like, it seems to be working out good. So waiting for Gray to jump on the dono war. No, Gray, like, listen. All right, okay. No, Gray and I had a talk the other day. And I was very specific. I said, no more. And he said, but why, Brian? But why? And I said, no, knock it off. And so he is respecting my wishes. So I appreciate that, Gray. Anyways, just it was just one of those things. And so he's been put on probation, basically. Paid probation. Anyways, so let's see here. So RE5's done. You guys are probably happy to see that gone. Now, if you guys never even caught wind of that, we actually did all of that over on HTG TV. So again, I encourage you guys to hit that subscribe button. If you need the link one more time, I can drop it in there. But, you know, it would definitely be nice to see you guys all over there too. And again, we're streaming Tuesdays and Thursdays every week over there. So, you know, we thought about going full Hammerstein on the main channel and doing just, you know, Monday through Friday all over here. Now, from the financial side of things, that actually would work out better for me because I'm not monetized over there. But again, there are goals that are set in place that actually are for bigger and better things, not just me. I'm trying to have, you know, supplemental income to help the guys that are helping me on a larger scale. You know, a $10 PSN code here and there, or $20, or buying a game so they can play with me on stream for a couple weeks. That is generosity at its smallest, I think. And I think that, you know, with what I have to work with, that's what I've been able to afford. And with this other channel hitting monetization, that would open up doors and help them out, and also help me out too, right? I mean, I'm a part of that. I contribute. I get stuff from there too. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, like, I don't want to speak before things are happening, but I like, there's one of our peoples has spent some time doing some research and some testing, and there may be some independent streams, like some streams that are not led by me. You know, I may be part of some of them. I may be a part of all of them, but I may not be the lead on all streams, HTG TV, from here on out. There may be some projects too coming from other people other than me. And that could go on both sides. That's not going to be specific to HTG TV, but you know, we'll see how things go as time goes on. Essentially, you know, we'll find out some more after our meeting today, because we do have a meeting in about an hour from right now. So let's see here. Boy, I am way behind in the chat over here. I'm wondering why that's oh snap, Paz with another $5 dono. Let's go. Thank you so much, Paz. Appreciate that. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds for everything regarding, you know, HTG and HTG TV. But again, clicking that subscribe button really helps us out. Let's see, have any of you? I need to set it up too, so that when subs happen, that I hear like screeches. Hey, 3 or 4 of you have gone over there and subbed. I really appreciate that. Andrew with the $10. Oh snap! Thank you so much, Andrew. Boy, you guys are like off the rocker today. I do appreciate that. Do appreciate that a lot. Oh, there's Paz is finally checking in too. It's weird how Andrew was on my screen anyways. Andrew was after Paz, but here it's so weird. And I have no control over the order or how that goes. There are sometimes like I can refresh You know, like if for example, maybe it went by too fast or something, I can refresh some of them, but it doesn't always connect. My mini feed right now is showing very accurate. It's showing the last 3 super chatters, and I can refresh and have them re-pop up on. But sometimes it doesn't, and I don't understand why. And when it doesn't, that's usually when things aren't going right and they don't pop up on screen. So, anyways. Luis, what's up? Welcome. I'm basically I'm almost to the end of my chatting and like my actual planned chatting, and then we'll get to some kind of like freestyle, free play, hanging out, right? And I'll kind of go back through and address people in the chat that maybe I haven't already spoke to or whatnot. But real quick, I did want to touch base on let's see here. Where's my button? I'm trying to find my button. Where at? Maybe I didn't make it. Oh wait, no, yes I did. No, I didn't. I didn't make a button for it. Interesting. Maybe I never, okay, well, my bad. I had plans to have a graphic up for Jedi Fallen Order. Most of you who've been following that series know that I'm at the very end. Like, I have 3 planets left to get the collectibles on, and I'll be 100%, get the platinum trophy. And I will, as I like to say, delete it, or complete it and delete it. There we go. Had to rewind and try that again. So yeah, we'll be moving on to something else. Now that kind of brings up the question, like, you know, what games would you like to see? I ask this every month. Sorry for the same old boring graphic, but essentially I just want to know what you guys like to see. There's been mixed, I guess, requests for Maneater. I've heard some people ask for not Fallout. What's the other one? Crap, brain fart. Old man Brian brain fails again. Maneater is one of them. Yes. What's the other one, Robert? BioShock. There we go. BioShock was another suggestion. As you guys know, it was a free game, PS Plus, a couple months, a year ago, whatever. So I have the collection and all that. Never played any of them, so it would be all new to me. And it would be something similar, like, you know, it would be our Wednesday game, potentially. So, you know, I very much enjoyed Minecraft Dungeons. However, that game is relatively small, so it seems like we'll probably finish that up this week. We are going to play that tomorrow. That's tomorrow's planned game. So, you know, Reese, Todd, and myself will be returning. I don't know if we'll have that same. I still never figured out. The person was on my friends list, which at first I couldn't even find, but apparently somehow, so it seemed like they hacked their way onto my list. I probably just went right by it and didn't see it. But you know, if you're in the chat and it was you, let me know it was you, because somebody was saying it was you, but I don't remember who it was. It was somebody that was new to watching the streams, at least chatting in the streams. I know that there's always 5 or 10 of you that lurk in the background that don't necessarily communicate, and that's okay. I don't need you guys to chat. It's fun to chat with you if you're up for it, but I am not always in a chatty mood. I know that seems weird, but it's true. I'm not always in a chatty mood, so I could definitely understand, you know, not wanting to interact. Yeah, so definitely, you guys are making it rain ideas right now. This is actually the most feedback I've gotten in all the game breaks this year, probably. I'm seeing Maneater, Lego Indiana Jones. So the plan for Lego Indiana Jones is pretty much this. I hope to start working on that in the next couple of days. I have to finish up the Star Wars Complete Saga videos. I've got 15 achievement videos. They're all 10 minutes or less. They're all recorded. I just need to edit them, cut audio, and get them out the door. And I'll probably start doing it. And I'll continue to release those Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday is the plan. The goal is to get those done in the next couple of days and then start working on Lego Indy. If things go as planned, I'll start preloading a bunch of those in the background. And then when I get all done with the Lego Star Wars Complete Saga, as long as we haven't had any new updates in regards to the Skywalker Saga's release date, then I'll probably start working on that. Now, here's the kicker, though. There is kind of a catch that would possibly prevent that from happening. I've had a handful of people ask me if we're going to do The Last of Us 2. Now, you guys probably don't even remember this, but way back when The Last of Us came out, we actually covered it. Unfortunately, Doug wrote the guide for me, found every single collectible, and I was able to get them, document them, put some great videos out, and get the platinum trophy Doug was not. Doug ended up with some collectible glitch and was not able to get it. So that was kind of a sad story, and you know, hopefully that won't be an issue in the new releases, because that's the last thing I want is some sort of a blunder in that sense. I nothing worse than getting to 99.8 or 98% or something like that where you can taste it but you can't get it. That's only happened to me once or twice. Well, actually, it's happened to me at least twice, and it was the same stupid game, Dead Rising 4 on PlayStation 4. Oh, that was frustrating. Anyways, yeah, so Last of Us 2 is coming out in a couple days. That's actually going to be a point of topic of our meeting today. I currently have two, depending on how you look at it, I've got two guide writers. They're both experienced. They're both very good gamers, and both will plow through this game efficiently. So that's going to be kind of the decision. Like, so part of what we're doing is we're waiting until the trophy list drops. Once the trophy list drops, basically, let me put it to you like this. Tyler and I have already talked about it, and he didn't like dibs it, but he was kind of like, hey, I'm getting it. I don't really know if I want to write a guide. I kind of want to play and just have fun. And he's like, if you got Adam and he's interested, thank you so much, Pally, for dropping another one. You know, I definitely, so we'll see. So we're going to wait for the list to come out. And then we'll kind of determine what my role will be. I mean, I will be the guy putting the videos out. Likely. There is a small possibility, like 1 in probably 1,000 chance, that one of those two guys will write the guide and one of those two guys will do the videos. If that was the case, my guess would be Adam writing the guide, Tyler doing the videos, but it'll likely end up being one of those two guys writing the guide and me doing the videos. So, but there's going to be some discussion on that today. Now, I see a couple people have mentioned Assassin's Creed 2. SpongeBob is another one that's been mentioned. Minecraft Dungeons was, Pally actually asked if somebody wants to play it. You know, I don't know. Again, I'm not sure who the fourth player was that we had the other day. I looked at my friends list and we didn't see him on there, so I kicked him from the room, and then he found his way right back into the room. And rather than being a jerk and just keep kicking him, I let him stay, and then I found out that turns out he was actually on my friends list. But that's kind of the problem with this friends list thing that I have right now. I've got 40 plus people waiting for me to accept friends, but I'm not sure I know any of you. I mean, maybe one or two of you from the chat, but I've tried to recognize people I know and rather than just people, because I get a lot of invites, and over the years I passed on a lot, and then I kind of went, okay, open door policy. Anybody invites me, I'll take it. Well, now I've got over 700 people, and it's likely affecting my Apex gaming situation where somehow somebody's name is somehow conflicting with something, and it's causing those blue screen errors. And even worse, now it seems to be contagious because now Todd's getting them on various games, not Apex, which is weird, but it's the same error code that I get on Apex. So I don't know if like there's a contaminated file that's being passed around. I mean, ultimately, I would be somebody that's contaminated and potentially passing it around, but I don't know. Austin's asking, what golf game are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow is actually going to be Minecraft Dungeons. We're going to hopefully finish that up and get the platinum. And then, you know, we might delete it once it's completed. But I think that there is some DLC expected. Now, I'm a little disappointed in how short the game story was. But at the same time, it was only $20. So, you know, I think they were testing the waters with this. And I ultimately feel like this will be something that they will have like Minecraft, in the sense that they will keep building on it. And it's going to keep getting built on. Like, there may not ever be a Minecraft 2, right? But we've had continuous new content for years. Well, you guys have. I haven't. As Tyler nonchalantly pointed out the other day, I've had experience in Minecraft Story Mode, Minecraft Dungeons, but no Minecraft. So they were hoping that maybe I would jump in. And there is some possibilities in the future. Gray has set up a room where basically I have... Uh-oh, Andrew with another 99er. Thank you, bud. There is a room set up with basically everything done so I can get the platinum. As you guys know, I'm a little bit of a trophy hunter. You know, this one's kind of fed to me, which is a little weird. It's kind of like those easy platinums. I'm a little skeptical about those. I do them sometimes for fun. You guys enjoyed the series we had for, I don't know, 12 episodes or so. It seemed fun. You guys were kind of challenging me. We were going through and trying to beat each other's times and stuff. That's kind of fun. It wasn't just about the trophies. It was about the interaction for me. And that's what the Minecraft would be too. Paz has been begging me for years to play Minecraft. In fact, he was actually part of the Minecraft Mondays concept that Tyler brought to the table, and we recorded like 4.5 hours or something with. And unfortunately, something went wrong with my setup, and the audio was way off, and it wasn't consistently off. So it wasn't like I could take the audio and just shift it and line it up. It was like a roller coaster. Like it would be on and then off and then on. So the mouths, and it was bad. It was like 5-6 seconds. So I see Adam's asking for Lego Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Now, in all fairness, there is a guide that's already up that Doug did, which is hilarious too, because Doug knew nothing about Star Wars. So he's just like, there's guns with lasers and, you know, the robots. Like he slaughters everything. Like he's not aware that they're blasters or droids. You know, like he's totally got it wrong. He doesn't know any of the C-3PO, RT. He knows none of that stuff. And this is, of course, 10 years ago that he did that, or probably 8 years ago. You know, and man, it's fun to watch that. But I have been talking about potentially playing it and streaming what is left, because you know, essentially I started playing the game while he was doing the guide for it. He didn't do a written guide, he only did the videos. It was too hard to double down. And so he opted to not to. And so we got the videos out of it, which I'm grateful for. But I never played it. So I still have, you know, if I were to bust out my PS3 and turn it on, I'm hoping that my save data is available. I got to thinking about that. Maybe I should just get PS Now and play. It's on PS Now, right? Can anybody confirm that? I know I've asked this probably 1,000 times, but can somebody confirm that? Is the Clone Wars on PS Now? And is there trophies that you can play? And Pauli, hey man, if you're around tomorrow, as of right now, I don't think we have a 4th player, unless, you know, I don't know. Oh yeah, Hightail. That's right. I remember that. I remember Hightail, Paz. We won't get into that. That would actually be a really fun story for us to tell. Like I've always had the concept of a like a video series, like maybe like 1 video a month or 1 video a week, where I'm having, the concept is, did you know? And like I'm telling you a story, like for example, like my clan, right? Like a lot of you guys have heard the story. Some of you know I played SOCOM, some of you know I ran a clan, but you guys don't really know. Like it was crazy. We had like rules, rule books. We had a website. We had graphics. We had a forum that was active with like 20, 30, 40 people. Like this was like life for a lot of us for many years. And I don't think you guys realize what it was. And unfortunately, this came in a time where there wasn't a lot of cameras. I mean, there was camcorders and stuff, but none of us had $400 or $500 or $600 to buy one of those things. So we didn't really document a lot of that in live. But I've got tons of gameplay footage. Like I recorded the crap out of our game, and that's all live mics too, so you can hear everybody talk. Like I've always wanted to do like a documentary about those times. And oh man, you know. But the Did You Know series would be fun. And Paz, you could tell me, you know, we could kind of tell that whole story together, because although I wasn't directly involved, like we were involved, right? I mean, and like, so anyways, it was interesting. And so that would be fun. That would be totally fun to, you know, I would love to do that. I unfortunately, I just wish you guys were closer. And Reese is getting older and smarter. He's getting learned on a lot of stuff, like how to run a camera, how to edit, how to do things. Like he's still not interested in helping me in the sense of like building videos, but he's very interested in like, you know, starting his own YouTube channel and doing things like that. And I'm hesitant to let him just jump right in. I want him to do it right. Like I want him to kind of, you know, follow my lead in a sense of how things are done, and then make it his own, right? Like the technical stuff of how to set it up, when to set it up, how to stay consistent, when to do, you know, all that stuff, and then kind of turn him loose. I mean, he's gonna be 16 in 6 months, which is crazy to me, you know. But anyways, Pally says, one day I will play a game with Brian. One day. Hey, you know, listen to this, Pally. Yeah, it will happen. I would bet, I would put my money on that it would happen. You know, and there's a good chance it might even happen tomorrow. But if you want to talk about having to wait a while, Ask Kirsten or even Gray. You know, both of them, we connected, we talked a lot for sometimes weeks, months, depending on the case, and finally, and then you know with Apex too, like Kirsten, fine, we had played other games like Predator, Hunting Ground, like no Apex though, and so like definitely, you know, I get it. I unfortunately I'm pretty strict with my times that I play. You guys have probably noticed I don't play a whole lot of games outside of stream time, and if I do, it's usually Apex, and even then it's usually I get on, do my dailies, and I mash out. I don't usually hang out for long periods of time just because I try to separate work and play, and I feel like games are kind of work, although they are play too. And I try to spend the evenings with my family. You know, my son and my wife get all their stuff done during the day, and then we try to watch movies at night. You know, and Occupied, I don't think you've caught this yet. You asked me like 10 days ago on stream, you were talking about you were watching Lost again, and you asked me, do you think you'll ever watch Lost again? And I said, sadly, I don't think I will. You know, I just don't know when I'd have the time if my family's not interested in it. I can't really log, you know, 120 hours or whatever it is of the episodes, right? Because there's like 125 episodes. They're all like 47, 50 minutes each. You know, and I was like, dang, you know, it kind of bummed me out after we had that talk. And I kid you not, that night, or maybe the next night, we watched a movie called The Wrong Missy. I don't know if you've seen this movie. It's a Netflix movie. It stars David Spade. Rob Schneider's in it. It's an Adam Sandler, Happy Madison film. Happy, whatever it is. Happy, I think it's Happy. Is it Happy Madison? Yeah, Happy Madison Films. And so you get to see all those. Right, Nick Swartzen's in it too. But there's a part. I'm not going to talk about anything other than this part. There's a part where there's an interaction with a character, and the character happens to be Hurley. And so we're watching this, and Reese is like, hey, he looks really familiar. And I was like, yeah, he was Hurley from Lost. And we watched like 2 or 3 episodes of Lost like 2 years ago. So when Reese was like 12, you know, 13, something like that. And he just wasn't interested in it. You know, and the first couple of episodes are pretty epic in the sense of like how it all goes down. I mean, right? I mean, not spoiler alert, 10-year-old show. You know, plane goes down. You get to kind of meet, but also get to see the island, right? You're meeting characters and the island. All the trees rustling around and the scary sounds and stuff, right? Like those first couple episodes are pretty intense. And he was like, meh, not into it. But once he saw Hurley on that, he was like, oh, you know what? I remember him. And he was like, oh, from Lost. Oh, that's Hurley. Oh, and he was like, you know what? Hurley was kind of funny. And all of a sudden, guess what? He says to my wife, you know, I wouldn't mind giving Lost another shot. So she comes up and tells me, hey, don't say anything to him, but he wants to try Lost. Let him suggest it. Let him tell you he wants to watch it, and then we'll watch it. And I was like, all right. And so like that next night, he comes down and he's like, hey, what do you think about watching Lost? Do you have any interest in watching that? Bye, Gray! Thanks for hanging. See you soon, hopefully. And so he was like, it's like, yeah, we can watch Lost. So we've been like watching a fair amount of Lost, 2 to 3 episodes a night. You know, like I said, it's only been a week or so since we started watching it, and we're already on like, I think we're on episode 20, so we're almost done with season 1. And a little fun fact too, not to keep jumping and talking about Lost, but I didn't watch it when it was live in season 1. Reese was just born. He was like a year and a half old, something like that, maybe 2. And I remember going to my mom's house. So my mom has a nice house at the beach, or at the time had one right there on the beach. We went to go stay for a few days just to go hang out, whatever time of summer, whatever it was, a long weekend perhaps. We were there for 2 or 3 nights, and my mom had been watching Lost. We had not been watching Lost. We had been told it was good, but it was the final episode, or maybe the 2 last episodes. It's the one where they find the dynamite in the ship. Right? That's all I'm going to say. And when I saw that, like I was over messing with my computer, doing work. Like I just started doing like graphic design and websites and stuff. And so I was like just messing with that, working on a project for a client. And I stop and I see them with this crate of dynamite, right? And I'm like, that's not going to end well. And then it continues, right? I don't want to say what happens for those who haven't seen it and want to not know. But like, I was like, oh damn, we're watching this show, and like, dude, I was hyped for that show after that. And then, man, nothing like it. I wish that you guys could experience it like it was when it was live, with all the websites, the commercials with the Easter eggs and all like the Hanso Foundation. Like, I don't know if that stuff's still around. It might still be, but they partnered up with Sprite. And they had all these like cryptic commercials and like websites and like infographic things that would post up and like right before an episode would start, or when it came back from commercial, or it was actually like Easter egg TV, but like nothing had ever been done, not to my knowledge anyways. I don't know if anything's been done like that since. So because of all of that, I loved it. And then I've told you guys too, I bought the box set with the Blu-ray, which is like it's like a kind of like a, I don't know, it's not a pyramid, but it's like a ruin of some sort. It's a box and it pops off, and it's got all these hidden compartments that are secret and special stuff that's relevant to the show. It's actually really cool. It was really expensive. That's the one downside. It was like $200 or something like that. And we don't ever watch the Blu-rays. I did loan them out to my friends. I would give them like season 1, and it had like all these DVDs and the sleeves that would just go together in season 1 and season 2 and season 3. And so that was nice. But other than that, it's been locked away and dusted. I should probably pull that out. Maybe you guys would like to see that. I got a couple Lost. I got Lost game. Maybe that's what I could do one day. Maybe I could do like a Lost homage day where like we just talk Lost, and like I play Lost via Domus. Or am I saying that right? Via dumbass is what it looks like, but it's Dumas or something. It's Domus. Domus. Anyways, I'd never really played that game. It's on PS3. I have the game, so I would be able to play it. Just definitely something that, is available and whatnot. So, let's see here. Lots of talk in the chat. Do I play Minecraft? No, I do not play Minecraft per se. There is possibilities of that happening in the future, but maybe not. Occupied. I will have to find it. I will try to make a point to find it when it's not hot out. I don't think it's hot today, but it's definitely warm enough. I don't want to be in my attic space, because that's where it's going to be. It's in my crawl space up here, but definitely will I'll try to pull that out and get it so it's accessible so I can show you guys. It's funny because it sat on top of like my printer, and like, when I'd scan things, I'd always have to move it. It sat up there for like 4 years. I never touched it, never did anything with it. It was just kind of like a cool thing to have out, but yet it was in a weird spot. It was on top of a printer, and papers would get stacked up on top of it too. And so I finally put it away. I was like, I'm just going to put this thing away. So I got to find it. That was a couple years back. So anyways, let's see here. Last but not least, I got my Patreon shout outs, and that's pretty much going to be it for what I have. If you guys want to hang out a little bit and talk still, I still got a half hour or so before I got to jet for my meeting. But, if you guys are unfamiliar with Patreon, it's just another way for you guys to support us. Patreon.com/HappyThumbsGaming. We have different tiers that are available. There are some changes that are happening. I don't really understand them, to be honest with you. Like, there's sales tax and stuff, and I don't know how it affects me and other people. So I may discontinue that at some point, and I may just bring it into YouTube memberships, perhaps. Maybe do like some different tiers right here. I don't know yet. I'll have to wait and see how like this month and next month affect us and you. Because if you guys, like, let's say you're a $5 donor and you want to get your name, shown on screen during our game breaks, if you donate $5, I don't know, like, how's that going to work? Is that going to actually cost you $5 still, or is it going to be $5.10, $5.20? I don't know. Sales tax is going to be different in different cities. I see Nam's asking about the Discord link. Paz, if you could drop that, as long as it's still active, drop that. But that's actually one of the things we're going to talk about today in our meeting, Nam, is Discord. Paz is just realizing, hey, wait a minute. Paz is kind of taking the lead on that. He knows some people and knows stuff about Discord, which I know nothing about. And then we tried to push it for a couple weeks or a month. And we had very little success, and it was basically turning out to be another place that I had to stay active in order to, and it was like, oh my God, people are asking questions and wanting links, and it was only like 3 or 4 people too, but it was like, it was kind of demanding time that I wasn't sure I had, and it was confusing trying to figure out how to navigate from one chat to another, and then having admin and all these background conversations, trying to figure out, and all this code being in. I was testing stuff, and it was overwhelming for me. And I think that, you know, today we're going to talk about it and hopefully get it more established in the sense that, you know, basically we have a few people right now that are already there that would actively help us. I mean, I know Kirsten's over there. I'm pretty sure Austin was there. I know that Loki has been a big time follower over there as well. And it would surprise me if Andrew was not. Andrew follows us everywhere. Thank you so much, Andrew. You know, but so yeah, we'll hopefully have some more activity and a little bit more people going there soon. I just have to basically ask a few questions and then you know, have them either answered to the liking that I need or fix whatever it is that needs to be fixed, and then we'll deploy the love again for that. But it is active. It's right there. You guys can see the link in the chat there. And hopefully it'll take off and be like a real Discord. I've always struggled with that kind of stuff. All right, so back to the Patreon, though. We do have some people that have supported us at $5 and up. And as promised, we're going to go ahead and recognize them live on stream right now. Somebody always comes out and pops out. So look at all those $5 supporters. We had a couple new people show up today. Big shout outs to Emma, Julie, and Joey, as well as Michael Halliday. Most of the others that you've seen up there have been up there for quite some time. And again, real quick, if you missed it the other day, I want to give a big thanks to Raymond. Raymond has not only been supportive and been a long-time viewer, but he's also been super supportive, hanging out in the chats and been very productive. But he went out of his way and sent me an email the other day, and the email was in regards to a future project that we have planned. And it was like a ton of just information that took like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to read. I probably took longer than that to put together, and I do, again, really appreciate that. But it was like an overview of like what to expect and how to do it, because it is kind of confusing. And although I have guide writers that write guides, those guides are very specific to like where the collectibles are. You know, like this level, this spot right here. You know, you guys have seen the written guides on our website. If you haven't, go there now, happythumbsgaming.com, and hit the browse button and go look at some of our guides. Lots of hard work's gone into those, and today, we're also going to talk about getting the other two. There's actually 2 guides that have been written. They're not on our website. And the main reason they're not on our website is because I have not had a chance to provide videos for both of those. So one of them is a work in progress that will hopefully come to fruition soon, and that's going to be that Lego Indy one. Boy, my neighbor's outside revving up. I don't know if the mic's picking that up, but he is just out there. Some of you know about my neighbor. He just, and he's just got these just, you know, mid 80s, 90s cars that, and everybody comes over and he works on all, and they, for some reason, I guess his therapy on fixing a car is revving up 100 times, and he like bounce off the rev. It's crazy, and he's out there right now doing it. Hopefully you guys cannot hear it, but no, and again, the game that Raymond was helping out was Indiana Jones. It was actually the second one. The first one is pretty straightforward, but the second one is definitely, it's just a different format. It's not a standard, you know, Lego was still learning how they were doing stuff, and it's just like with the complete saga, right? Like there's a lot of weird things that we haven't seen a lot since, like the challenges, right? The whole super stories, and I'm glad, because it gets really, really repetitive. and I see you out there, Occupied. I see you. Yeah, so anyways, pretty cool stuff. But last but not least, I do want to get to my $10 and up Patreon supporters. These guys have gone above and beyond, more so than I can even express, and essentially, you know, got lots of love for every one of these people. Not that I don't have love for you too, but these guys, like, almost every one of these names has been on this list for, I don't know, 12, 15, 16 months. And that's a lot. That's dedication. That means a lot to me. And in some cases, they may just forgot that they even have this going, you know, but either way, thank you very much. And these are not in any specific order, but they are actually in kind of an alphabetical breakdown. At least this is how, when I hit the filter for the, this is how Patreon listed them. So I guess it is in a specific order. So first off, we got April White. Thank you so much, April, for being a patron. I love hanging out and talking through emails and stuff with you. And it's been a while since we've done any of that. So I think last month I said I was going to be a good person and write you, and I didn't, so I apologize. So hopefully, if I don't get to it the next day or two, hopefully you'll get to me, because you know I always respond. Sometimes I just have a hard time remembering. In fact, I have a contract that was supposed to be signed 2 weeks ago. Whoopsie. I haven't. As of Friday, it was actually 2 weeks. So I need to get on that. I'm kind of way behind, even though I'm like catching up on other things. I'm way behind on other things. All right, so this next name, I'm probably going to slaughter it. At one point, I was even given kind of a breakdown of how you say it, because the spelling is very different to me. It's not bad or wrong. It's just different to me. But let's see if I can get this. Exaria! Thank you so much for your Patreon support. Hopefully I got that right. I hate it when people show me love and then I mess up their names. It's kind of a classic Brian trait. Like, it wouldn't be Happy Thumbs Gaming without me slaughtering names and words. But at the same time, I wish I got it right. Next up, and unfortunately he left, so he's not here to hear this, but he knows. Much love to Gray to Grave. That's right, you guys know him from lots of the streams and hanging out. We had Resident Evil 5 footage of me and him tearing stuff up earlier. And much love. Thank you so much, Grave, for your support. Andrew, he's in the chat. You guys know Andrew Hosted. Thank you so much, Andrew, behind the camera. Appreciate all the support you give in and out of the streams and behind the scenes as well. I appreciate that. Next up, Jason Maloney. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate your support. And also, I know I say this all the time, but I do. I kind of look on Saturdays if I'm not doing something. I'll be like, it's Catter Day. I wonder what kind of pictures Jason has up today. Jason posts a lot of cat pics on Saturdays, so fun to see. Next up, we've got Michael Kasberg. Thank you so much for your support, Michael. It's been nice seeing you in our streams as of late, so appreciate you stopping by and all of that. And last but not least, we've got Bonnie Miller. Thank you so much for your support, Bonnie. Much love to all those people who are on the $10 and up list. And like I said, we'll find out if things change for the lesser good in the next couple of months on Patreon. We'll kind of reevaluate how we're going to handle that and maybe switch it up. You might see some changes to the tiers in the sense of like what the dollar amounts are, or perhaps what the rewards are. That's something we're going to talk about today, as well as I'm looking for some feedback on some things. I don't spend a lot of time on other Patreon accounts, so there's probably some really good ideas out there that people are doing that I could either switch up or add to what I currently have. And so that being said, we're going to talk about that today too. So I got a handful of things, and hopefully it'll turn into some productive weeks. I see Adam's asking, how is Drex in the chat? Drex is actually doing well as of the last week or two. The dog parks have opened back up, and we're still being really cautious about where we go and when we go. But my wife has found that like around 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, especially on like Mondays, Tuesdays, there's nobody there. And so usually there's one or two people there. So there's just enough people for Drex to play with, dogs to run with, but, not necessarily lots of people there. So, and then she ducks out if there's a bunch of people, but basically it's awesome. It's been, he's been so smart. He can shake. He sits, he lays down when we tell him to. Like, he's a really smart, just loving dog. And like, we still haven't, we're kind of bad rescue owners because we haven't gone and had him tested. We haven't done the DNA testing yet, but we hope to soon. It's just been one of those money things. Like, as you guys know, like there's been a couple of things that took up a fair amount of our money around here. Most of them being my car, but we won't talk about that. But yeah, let's see here. Pally says the Patreon link isn't working. Patreon.com/HappyThumbsGaming. You're having problems with that? Let's see here. Hey, and if you guys are feeling like spreading some love, I know that somebody was saying earlier that we need to share more love and stuff. There are a couple people that are here frequently, or that I'm associated with, that could use some of your love as well. And one of them is Andrew. Andrew's got a YouTube channel that he uploads all sorts of various gameplays to. In fact, he just upgraded from a camcorder to a capture device, so his quality has improved. You know, I'm curious to see what his plans are, if he's going to add mic audio or how that's going to happen. It's all a process, and I'm sure he's finding that out right now. It's lots and lots of money goes into setting up a big setup like that, and ultimately it's a lot of work. And you know, he's been busting out and doing lots of videos, so you should definitely check out his channel, Andrew Behind the Camera. And also, you know, if you guys, you know, if I had a link too, I don't currently have a link for him, but I have another guy, and I want to share this guy with you. One, because recently he was in a car accident. He was actually hit while riding his motorcycle, and he had some surgery that he had to have done, some broke bones and stuff, and he's currently healing right now. He's doing okay. He's on the up and up, so to speak, and he's somebody that I've been friends with from kind of a distance. Like, he and I have never really had some close powwows. Like Paz and I have known each other for like 20 years. We talk on the phone all the time. This particular YouTuber and we talk a lot through Twitter messaging and through some YouTube comments and stuff. And I definitely would love to see you guys check this guy out, especially if you guys are into PlayStation 4 news. Because Monkey Flop, aka Scott, he is definitely on it when it comes to anything PlayStation. So if there's a new update, he'll tell you what it is, when it's out, how big it is, when you should do it, or if you shouldn't do it. Because some of those updates are like bricking consoles and stuff. Like this last one was really problematic for Todd and a couple other people I know. Just in general, just trying to set it up, something went wrong, and so. You know, if there are issues like that, then, you know, he's the first to tell you about it. Whatever the PlayStation Plus games are announced, he's there with it. If there's tips and tricks about how to turn off your controller, I found this out the other day. I didn't even know this. Did you know if you held your controller PlayStation button for 10 seconds, the controller turns off? Had no clue. Had a PlayStation since the launch day. Had no clue you could turn off a controller. I've always go through the menu, turn off PS4 device. Oh yeah, turn off controller. Yeah. Well, no. You just press and hold the button. So tips and tricks like that, initializing your system to get better load times and better copy times, you know, stuff like that. So definitely check it out. Adam's asking, did I ever catch up with HTG Jeremy? No, last I heard, Jeremy was actually deployed in Japan. So our schedules are like completely opposite. And I have not. I have noticed that his son has been playing on his account. And I'm pretty sure it's his son because it's Fortnite, and I don't see Jeremy playing Fortnite. It's possible. Maybe he's playing it with his son. It was a possibility. I don't really like the Modern Warfare game, but I do play it from time to time with Reese because that's Reese's game of choice. But yeah, let's see here. Pally. Okay, hopefully that link worked for you, Pally. I got another one. Let's see here. Okay, Brian, do you get plush out of 8-story building land on your back and live? What? I'm not sure what you're asking. Okay, did you get plush out of 8-story building land on your backyard? I'm not sure what that means. Any news on PlayStation 5? As far as I know, there's going to be an announcement on June 4th, which I believe is Thursday. Isn't that Thursday? Yes, Thursday. I've considered. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. I've considered potentially, depending on what time it takes place, I need to do some more research. If it's not directly conflicting with our normal stream time, I might do like a bonus stream where like I don't know if I can display the actual like conference. Like I don't know if I can third party or if I could just like react to it with you guys and we could watch it together. But it's likely going to be you know, something that is happening during the other stream. Sorry, I'm trying to read a bunch of stuff and also talk my way out of a let's see here. So let's see here. Luis is asking something. Lego Indiana Jones, yes, achievements on PS4 and PS3. So that would mean trophies. Lego Indiana Jones, yes. That's not what the question was though. Was Lego Indiana Jones? It wasn't even Lego Indiana Jones. It was Lego Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Is that on PS now? Let's see here. Series occupied past June 4th. PS. All right, let's see here. Okay, getting caught up, I think. Saj, what's up? Welcome. He doesn't want your answer, Robert. Man, just think, guys, if SOCOM was live, we could go get a 4v4 right now. We got 4 of us chilling here. I got some 503 love. Now, Luis, I'm not sure what else. I looked up. I went back quite a ways. I didn't see any other comments that you might have been pointing to. I see you may have suggested Minecraft. That's way back there. But Let's see here. Patreon and Lost. I have homework. Ooh, have you not watched Lost before? I'm curious. Has Connie ever seen Lost? It's on Hulu. If you guys have Hulu, and it's definitely a long series. It's hard to like really get into it without like spoiling things, right? But I mean, it's essentially about a group of people who crash land on an island, and it's very very awesome. Austin says no more SOCOM. You need to quit brown nosing Tyler on that one, because I never hardly ever talk about SOCOM, and Tyler always says I talk about it all the time, and now you're saying I talk about it all the time too. Like, just because I mention it, and for the record, there is a huge wave right now. There is a whole new wave as of the last 48 hours. In fact, I probably should have said this earlier. I never left my mic on and went to the restroom. Never. But there's a new wave of SOCOM info, and there's some people that believe that on June 4th there will be a SOCOM game announced. Now, I am not jumping onto that hype train yet, but I have been following these guys that are pretty close to that. And I also, on a side note, there is a development studio actually making a SOCOM clone. I don't know if you guys have heard of this or not. Let me go to my Twitter real quick so I can get the right. I'll just get you the link and just send it out there. Okay, so in fact, he just responded to me because this is crazy. Okay, so this is breaking news right now. So yesterday, a guy named Frosty, who I've been following for a while, him and a handful of other guys have been independently building a SOCOM-based game. They're using the Unreal 4 engine. They're also using NVIDIA stuff. They're using a bunch of the high-end technology to implement into a game that'll be something that we've all been wanting to have again for all the SOCOM fans. Now, they put it out yesterday, and I said this. They said, screenshots coming out soon. Big reveal in June. Just wait. This could be the game that's being released. This could be a SOCOM that's being remastered that will be on the PlayStation. I don't think that's what it is, but it could be based on what I've seen so far. Some of the maps, and I'll get you the info in just a second, but let me read this. Andrew with another 2 spot. Thank you so much. He says, I said, is there any way to get on a media list? As a big-time fan of SOCOM, a clan leader, and an owner of a 100,000-plus sub YouTube channel, I would love to gain access as soon as possible. Is there any Kickstarter or any way to help back this currently? And then I said, thanks for any info. Immediately, I get retweeted and liked by the actual group that I believe is developing the game. Now he has since responded. The actual individual that posted that first link, that his name is Frosty, he's responding. He said, we are going to be releasing a bunch of footage and teases come June, and by July we should have everything ready to go to begin distributing testing keys. We want people to play this and approve of where we are before we ask for money. I mean, so and so let me get okay, so here's Frosty's Twitter handle, and I would say, definitely check this out. Whoops, I almost just sent that to Todd on Skype. Here we go. So that's the Twitter handle. If you guys are on Twitter, you're at all interested. I know that Robert, Nam, and Paz would all be interested in that. I'm sure there's some others out there that would like to follow him too. And it wouldn't be the end of the world if you mentioned Happy Thumb sent you or whatever too. But the other one is let me go back to my messages. Actually, wait, no, it's gonna be tweets, replies. I can't say the name of and hey, for what it's worth too, I did get a message from somebody earlier, and it was somebody trying to be funny, and I didn't find it funny, and I asked them to stop, and I just want to say that I've acknowledged that your presence is here. I thank you for not continuing that, and I mean that. I really do. I appreciate it. I like having. See, there's sometimes that people try to push buttons or try to troll or do something and they think it's funny, and I don't find that funny. I don't like a lot of that stuff. So, when I asked to stop and you guys stop, that's awesome, because it's not that I don't like anything about you. It's I don't necessarily like those habits or whatever's happening. So, again, I'm not trying to name drop anybody or put anybody in an embarrassment or anything, but I know that you guys, I got a message earlier and I responded, and I just want to say, I've seen you in the chat today. I appreciate you not doing what I asked you not to. So thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hopefully you're seeing and you watch this and you acknowledge and you know that I see that and I appreciate you, and I don't want to ever have to boot anybody or anything, right? I have a hard time getting people to come watch me. I don't want to remove the people that are coming to watch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that. So let's see here. Brian, future, can you tell me Reese's reactions? I don't know anyone who is watching the show for the first time. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, like, there's been a few things that have happened, you know, like, you know, just random things like for example, even you know, Claire being in the situation that she's in, you know, and then of course Charlie and Ethan, right? Like, we just went through that a couple nights ago, and so you know, he was like, whoa, and it was funny because, like, on episode 5 or 6, he was like, this show's pretty good. I was like, dude, you just wait, it's ramping up, and it actually doesn't stop for a while, because you start learning little bits and pieces about these people, and then you start finding out, like, all this drama and backstory, and like, you just find out, wait a minute, you know, and then you're like, oh my god. But it's definitely worth a watch. You know, in the end, it's not the greatest ending. Like, I personally would have liked to have seen it end differently than it did, but I got to accept for what it is. And yeah, Dylan suggests I should play Madden. Probably not anytime soon. I am terrible at football games. Foosballs for the devil. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Maybe. There will only be SOCOM videos for months on the channel. No, we will still do our job. But yes, we would definitely be playing if there is another game. Like, H Hour is expected to come out soon too. It is on PC. It's available. There's tons of maps that have been built. The fan base kind of left that one though, and although it will be releasing on PS4 at some point, and I will be one of the first people to get codes. I've told that story a million times. I know the guy that owns the studio. I've been to the studio. I've talked, you know, David Sears, the guy who created SOCOM, was a big part of it for a while. Like I've definitely been a part of this whole process over the last 6 years, but the game still hasn't made it to PS4 yet. So I was a big time Kickstarter. I got shirts I wear all the time, a sweatshirt. I still wear H Hour. I still support the game. I'd love to see it. I just suck with keyboard and mouse, so I can't really contribute to that community because I can't get a controller to work on Steam. So if they'll hurry up and put it on PS4, I would likely be playing that on the daily versus Apex. That is definitely correct. You guys are mentioning that I will likely not play Apex. Now, any Lego videos, any projects that I'm currently working on, Last of Us 2, whatever it may be, you know, I will still continue to upload and play that. Now, you might see, you know, a shift in the force where I'm definitely playing a little heavier on streams or something, but we'll see. And a lot of that'll just depend on the crew too, because I've got, you know, you guys have to remember, in my 10 years of running a clan, I had over 100 members come and go. And, you know, some of those members I still am very much in communications with, you know, like Paz and Nam and Robert. I mean, I see Robert almost every day. I talk to Paz pretty frequently. Nam's at least a once every other month appearance. And thank you again, Andrew, for another super chat. Running, huh? Can you up in the chat? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Luis. You keep asking that, and I keep trying to clarify what you mean. Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars. Yes, achievements on PS4 and PS3. Okay. But is it on PS Now? That's what I'm trying to find out. Has anybody figured that out yet? Because if it's on PS Now, the reason why I'm asking is because I could then play it on PS4 and not have to bust out the PS3 and go through all that. And then I'd probably just start from scratch, and I wouldn't have to do any save files, or you guys wouldn't miss out on anything. And we'll see how many, you know, streams it would take for me to finish it, because that could take me days, weeks, months. You know, and I would be willing to bet that a lot of people would show up for that, especially as we're ramping up for Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. That would be pretty intense. So, hey, guys, we're getting pretty close to the time that I need to shut it down. Oh, Joey is here! What is up, Joey? Appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, anybody that knows the answer to that would be greatly appreciated. You know, definitely PS Now, it's available, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I know it has trophies, because there is a trophy list for it, but is it available on PS Now? That's the main question. So, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. Looks like, you know, here in a minute, Joey and Paz and a couple others are gonna have to hear me flap. Kirsten are gonna have to hear me flap some more, because I've got a meeting I have to attend. But thank you so much for hanging out and coming by. You know, appreciate all of your feedback. Of course, all the super chats from everybody. We had a bunch, you guys. Let me see here. Big thanks to Pally, Andrew, Paz, Andrew, Paz. I think I got them all. Much love. I greatly appreciate that. And of course, all you guys who are watching this live, who are watching this later. I know my times don't always line up with you guys, and I appreciate your support. And hopefully we'll keep on with the keeping on. That's the plan, anyways. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be back with Minecraft Dungeons. We'll hopefully finish that up and maybe get the plat. Tuesday will be Apex Legends, assuming that we don't get a new update that'll break us. We'll hopefully get some good wins. And I've been averaging a win a day on or off stream, so that's good. It'd be nice to see 3 or 4. I'd love to get my 8-kill game streak beat. Like I've got 8 kills like 3 or 4 or 5 times now. I can't get more than 8 kills for some reason. Like I can't get 9 or 10. Like I need to break that record. And then Wednesday will be the final day of Jedi Fallen Order. I will be getting the plat on that, even if I have to stream a little bit later, if it takes long, because I got 3 planets to get. But I will be finishing that up, and then, of course, we'll be completing it and deleting it, so hopefully you'll be there for that. And then Thursday is not 100%, and Friday is not 100% yet. So there is possibilities for Farm Time Friday to return. We have found out that the multiplayer trophies do not or multiplayer does not support the trophies, so that's kind of a bummer, especially when we all have things we need to do and we're not able to do them together. So we'll see. That might make it back. It might not. We might end up bringing back Ultimate Chicken Horse. Just depends on who's available and stuff too for Friday. I know you guys always enjoy a good trolley game. So yeah, there's lots of possibilities. If you guys have some suggestions of things you'd like to see, definitely let us know down below. And yes, Loki, Dungeons is actually there's what 7 or 8 levels. They all have different difficulties, so now we'll be able to go back and play them on harder difficulties with bigger, stronger, bosses and whatnots. But there are some grind trophies, like get to level 50, kill 5,000 mobs. There's a bunch of things that we will likely get by the end of the stream tomorrow, but maybe not. But it is only $20 too. And like I said, I do feel like they're kind of testing the waters. And this is totally weird too, because it's an Xbox developed game, but it's already on multiple consoles. So we'll see. There's lots of potential there. I really enjoy it. In fact, we've been talking about top-down games. I might even go back and play through some top-down games with others that I have completed, but some have not. Like Tyler was mentioning, he never finished Dead Nation. He could never find anybody to play it with. Dead Nation's one of my top all-time favorite top-down games. Seriously, like top-down, I don't know why. It just reminds me of playing on those, tabletop games back when I was a kid, I think. But anyways, Adam, here you go. Big hug for you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate seeing you. I thought about when I put this shirt on today, I thought, I wonder if Adam will be here. It's not Crater Lake, but it's an Oregon. It's very Oregon. It's an organism t-shirt. Anyways, let's see here. Yes, Joey, thank you for the confirmation. It is on PS Now, so I will have to look into getting my subscription for that. Can you guys hear that? I don't know if you guys hear it. Rum, 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 rum. Man, it sounds like it's in my driveway too. It's so crazy. Anyways, thank you so much. Much love. If you guys have not already, please check us out on social media. Of course, happythumbsgaming.com is also available for your viewing pleasure. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for showing the love in and out of the streams. Hopefully you'll show up tomorrow and we'll get to continue this amazing journey. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, so it's nice to kind of get a break from it. So, hey guys, as always, until next time.